Yeah. What? Okay. All right. Well, Chibo is giving me some streamer-like duties right now. Since this man is stepping out from behind the stream and putting his 2 cents in, I feel like Chibo is about to get chalked. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to throw anything out there that may not be a truth, a full truth. It may like even be a half truth. But goddamn, if I don't think Chibo is going to get chalked by this man Vitriform. Vitriform just showing some stuff, but I could be wrong. Everybody could be wrong. It's all good. I don't know if this. Yeah, no, this doesn't have a button check. The way Vitriform lets it start off, though, he let that thing fire. So we definitely hopping in. The first match is about to be campy as shit because that's just the way Chibo goes, man. Brawl players unite. We're doing it big, but he's actually playing this shit pretty smart. Using his charge shots to stay out of the range of that not as dense fire that Vitriform just happens to love so much. But he's exposing himself to the second jumps and not having them. So, yeah, man. Definitely going to have to see some Chibo try to get some ground game going, or he's going to get up air like that all day. And that is not fun. You do not want to be above Zelda. She has super big hitboxes that allows her to do shit like that. And you're going to regret it because sooner or later you're going to get hit by one of those lightning kicks, and that's just how it goes. Yeah, here we go. Lightning kick number 1 starting the stock count off. Now Chibo loses his first space right there. Not too much of a deficit though. I don't feel like he had much interaction between himself and Vitriform that stock. So I think that's good notions in terms of him bringing this setback. The few interactions he did, they went slightly in Vitriform's favor. But Chibo, yet again, he's not too far down. 84%. He's coming back using those crawl tilts to stay safe. Zelda does not have many quick options out of shield or in neutral. Self and Chibo getting a charge shot off. This man. So I do more than stream, baby. Show me what it is. And he has a charge shot shaved up. So this is hella tense. Vitriform is very good at shutting down neutrals with Naryu's love, but Chibo is managing to weave inside of her range, which I think is it's pretty weird. You know, you would think you wouldn't want to be so close to Zelda, who has such a devastating kill move that comes out so fast and it's on her body. But you know, shout out to this man, Mr. Chips, right now. He's definitely playing it well. He brought a a sort of hefty stock deficit up to virtually even 9% deficit, 2%. Not deficit, proficit. You know what I mean? And we here. This match is definitely going to be dedicated by which of these two can get heavier punishes. Zelda is more ready to kill at almost any time, just because of the power of her moves. But Samus is a decent weight to not only survive those, she's floaty enough to escape some of the nastier combos that Zelda has. But catching that man landing right there, good stuff by Vitriform, taking that second face off of him. And these faces starting to look slightly one-sided. There we go again. Naryu's love, Zelda's B move, is a projector. It's not a projectile, it's a reflector. It reflects projectiles, so I'll call it a projector. It will project them back at you. And it has a bunch of nice active frames, even going so far as to pretty much be there when you're seeing her landing. So what Tristan is doing, he's abusing the fact that he knows Chibo is going to throw these missiles in neutral. Just like there, I think that's what he's going to ice for, either a more simple kill combo or just the missiles staying out longer than they do in the fire farm. Using that Zair right there to just try to find out where he is and not commit. But Vitriform doing a very good job of staying safe. Sour spot up smash. Ice mode is not going to do it, and he looks for it again. And this man has just downloaded Chibo right there. He said, "You're not going to get 2 of those off of me twice." But good tether recovery. And sour spot punish, not getting Vitriform to the stock that he wanted. He was definitely in a position to take that right there. But, you know, good stuff by Chibo with the dipping and dodging. All right, Diageo is kind of alive. He's kind of looking like, oh, wow, that was really, really smart using that you know, the hitbox of the. Oh, good stuff right there from Vitriform. And using the down B to clank with that then fire hitbox, which is active until he decides to call it back, and it hits his body because he does. Zelda has some options to elongate the then fire hitbox as long as it's out, make it stall a little bit in place. So you have to, you know, do some different things, man. And I definitely thought he was going for a back throw right there, but maybe knowing more than I did, recognize a back throw would kill. Doesn't want to stale it pretty early. And I think we're definitely going to see a back throw right here. Yeah, man. And some terrible DI from Chibo. My God. Somebody get that man a soda. He is leaking right now, leaking fluid. Oh, going for the sweet spot missile to another sweet spot missile. Vitriform just staying out of it. I definitely think they would have killed right there. And he's definitely starting some combos off. Starts his string, gets 51%. And that is not what Chibo needs right there, man. This percent just keeps adding up. And that's what happens sometimes with Zelda. You try to play her honest, like a regular character, but she has such amazing zoning tools and really, really strong punishes that can switch the momentum of a match very, very quickly. And that seems to be what's happening right now between Chibo and Vitriform. What was even match before, Chibo is now struggling just to find an opening right here. And I definitely want to see him try some more creative stuff because everything that's coming out of the textbook right now, Vitriform seems to have read. This man definitely went to class. Like, you know what I'm saying? The extra good notes. That's the person you get sick or you cut class and you go cheat off the next day. Like, yo, let me see your notes, bro. Thanks. You already know what it's hitting for. That consistency. So we had a last stock right here. And this actually could be anyone's game. Oh, missing the charge shot right there. Good stuff by Vitriform, just delaying that get up so he doesn't get hit by that. Definitely would have switched the momentum in his favor. And Zelda being such a momentum-based character, that definitely would have helped him out right now. So Chibo with Vitriform with the solid deny. Oh, doing such a good job of just running up to him and recognizing he's going to shield and baiting him into grab. Slick stuff right there. And using it again, he's definitely going to back throw. Oh. Chibo with the mash skills of a young reflex. Down there killing on the top. And we have our first game going to Vitriform. But one stock apiece though, man. That was definitely close. Oh God. There we go. 1-0 baby. Vitriform's favorite. Yeah, man. We are here. Definitely want to see what Chibo was thinking of going for stage 2. Just like that, like I was thinking, stage just going to allow him to, I don't know how to work it. Yeah. Got some technical difficulty right there, guys. But we back in the building. We got Zares. We got stuff out of shield. Yes, we do. And those Greninja kicks right there, that's what I'm liking, man. I like to see that slide up under him. You know what I'm saying? Chibo with the drive-by wave dash. And all the way to distance. But nice perfect shield by Vitriform right there. That is definitely a sign of adaptation, man. He was getting open by those solid missile into follow-up options. It's kind of Alomar-esque or Falco-esque, if you will. A laser to locking you down and hit stun and then performing a move on you after that. Chibo was getting a lot of mileage those earlier. Check him out. He definitely did some missile to Nair and stuff. Which caught him. But good stuff, Tristan right there, recognizing what he's in it for. And making the small changes over the set, which is definitely what he needs. Chibo isn't a weak player by any stretch. What he may not have in complete Project M ideas, he definitely makes up for it in fundamentals, him playing a bunch of different games. Oh, man, it's all good. Shout out to user Joe. Definitely come through next week, man. This $3 drinks, dude. Like, you don't have to be good. You come through for a $3 vodka, $3 vodka cran, $3 whiskey sour. Like, I probably had about 2. All right, you know what? I'm not even going to divulge how many I've had. It's not about me. It is about you. It's about William Street Common. It's about this set right now. Chibo making all the mileage he can out of this space. Don't talk about. Oh, the sour spot kick right there. Vitriform not getting too upset about it. And sometimes you'll see a player shake their heads when they don't get exactly what they're looking for, when they feel like they had it. But just staying patient. And Chibo's missed input right there is going to net Vitriform his first base off of that man. Good up B out of shield right there. Zelda has virtually no damn lag after landing with her Naryu's love. That's her B move that does a reflecting little, you know, thingamabobber. Chibo up being out of shield just in enough frames. Like I said, this man is definitely adapted. Both of these players have adapted pretty well, I'd say, as of what's going on. No one's really pulling too far away, though, which I say you can see sometimes when you definitely see some adaptation. But right there, oh, wow. That was incredibly smart from Vitriform. I definitely want to put that out. Just choking down that whole scenario and all of his options right there with that dance. Ooh, good explosion. Going for the up air. Just because it has such a wide hitbox, but not getting it. Good stuff by Chibo with the young Matrix pulling out at the last second. Trying to catch him with a stiff move off stage. One of those beefy F tilts. He's going for these rogue FBs. Hopefully they don't get Vitriform many more punishes, because these rogue FBs and missed inputs from Chibo have seemed to be the difference so far between these two players. It just gets caught going a little bit too ham and gets roasted. Ladies and gentlemen, Zelda now has the lead. A completely different match, I would say, from a character once she gets the lead and when she is struggling from behind. All of the same options, absolutely, but the things that he's going for are just that much different sometimes when he has the lead versus when Vitriform has to struggle to try to get in and create an opening on you. Zelda does a much better job at responding to situations. He's a very, very defensive character, so to say. Wow, the perfect shield, boys. Oh, man, was this going for the style right there? That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, man. Vitriform showing some stuff right now. Chibo not out of this at all, but using that. Oh, wow! What an extension right there for Vitriform. Man, just using those little things to reset the situation and recognize when he can get a bigger follow-up than he probably would have had, whether he sat and dropped a combo. Good stuff, man. Like, I'm loving what I'm seeing from this man today. Oh, and that up smash from Samus right there. Looking close to taking that shield out, but not getting enough. Chibo is up Shit's Creek, no paddle, and thirsty. That F tilt, I want to get it done. And him switching back to fire mode. So I'm guessing he was looking for up smash and fair most of that time, because it seems that once he switched back out of that situation where up smash wasn't going to get him to kill, he switched right back to fire. Interesting stuff. Oh man, that canceled Naryu into the side B. That's fire from Vitriform right there. This man is so creative. Oh, the up smash, get something started. And Chibo trying to use those bombs to dip out of the way of Zelda's up air. We just do a better job of just moving out the damn way completely. But it's all right, man. Here in Philadelphia, we take those FGs, baby. Smart stuff right there. Recognizing Chibo not only had the shot, so he could Naryu, but Chibo recognizing as well that he was going to Naryu in anticipation of the charge shot. It's like interesting series of options and neutral between these two players right here. Looking for anything they could get. And getting that air dodge out of Vitriform is definitely what he needed. He wants to start him on the defensive, even though Zelda is a defensive character. Kind of hard when she can dictate the way everything's played. When she's able to, you know, teleport behind her Naryu's, I mean, her Den's fire. She's a lot different character. 2-0 right there.